Well, unfortunately, we're not dry, Tom, and that's why it's going to be so uncomfortable today. The dew points across much of the eastern United States now are exceeding 70 degrees. So when you add that to an air temperature of 100, you end up feeling about 105 to 110. You can see from more or less what's taking place over the next couple of days over the eastern United States. We're dealing with heat advisories that extend from Louisiana and Mississippi all the way into the southern Great Lakes, western and central New York. And then extreme heat warnings are in effect right now, all the way from the Carolinas up into southern New England. There are going to be many locations today from the district up through Baltimore, Washington, New York, and also into the Boston area that are going to be at or above 100 degrees temperature-wise. And we're going to see a lot of new records set today. This is an impressive air mass that has set up east of the Mississippi this morning.
Rob, when are we going to get some relief here in the eastern part of the U.S.?
Well, Paul, we're going to see the temperature start to cool off generally from the Great Lakes into the Northeast by Thursday. There's going to be cooler air pushing down from the north, and that's going to lead to daytime highs in Boston by Thursday afternoon, only around 70, 72 degrees. It'll also lead to temperatures only being in the 80s on Thursday and near 90 in Washington. And it looks like as we head towards the weekend with one of these frontal boundaries stalling out, once again, we're going to be talking about showers and thunderstorms that'll continue into the upcoming weekend.
Are you willing to say, Rob, Carolan, we need to get used to this, that Phoenix temperatures are the future across the great Midwest and up to New England?
Well, I think they are in this type of pattern, Tom. We've been seeing kind of a battle this summer between Canadian highs building down from central Canada and then the Bermuda high building on the East Coast.
Yeah, that was called the Stanley Cup. We called that the Stanley Cup in hockey, Rob. Continue.
When you see these highs push down from Canada, what they do is they cause the heat to build and get trapped down over the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of America and across the Gulf Coast. And then when those highs move offshore, you've got all that concentrated heat coming up the East Coast. So these Canadian air masses have actually, once they move out, they've been making things worse for us rather than better.
Rob, I'm going to speak for the 20 some odd million people in the metro New York area. We've had nothing but rain since like March. Cold, rain, wind. What are you guys doing to us? What's going on out there?
Well, it's these highs building south from Canada. They've actually been coming further south than normal. The jet's been further south than normal much of the spring and early summer. And it's the boundary stalling out between the hot weather to the south, the cooler temperatures to the north. Right in between is the highway where we end up with the scattered showers and thunderstorms. And that pattern is setting up once again for this upcoming weekend. The past weekend, the weekend of the solstice, we had the high to the south in control. That's why we were sunny and warm. But we're slipping back into that cooler pattern from the north once again.